Hey guys, welcome to week 33. I am 33 weeks and 5 days pregnant today, and on my app it said that I have 44 days to go, which is crazy. So that's like a month and a half left, and that's if I go to 40 weeks. So yeah, I'm really excited, and he's going to be here before we know it. Lots to talk about this week. First of all, for symptoms, as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, I have a terrible cold, which really isn't pregnancy related, but it's what's happening this week. So I'm going to talk about my cold first, I guess. I caught it, I think over the weekend. My friend was in town and she was kind of getting over a cold, so I think I caught like her cold, which kind of sucks. But it came on pretty suddenly on Sunday evening with just getting like a sore throat, and then on Monday I woke up feeling horrible. So I ended up not going to work on Monday. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are my day off. I was just out doing some things. I still felt crappy, but like I went out and I voted, and I was walking around Walmart because I needed to get like tissues and stuff. And walking around Walmart, I felt so sick. I started feeling like I was going to pass out. Like I got really overheated. I was having a difficult time like catching my breath. I think just like up and walking around was a bit much for me or something. So I almost passed out in Walmart. I actually had to sit down in like the middle of the aisle, and people were looking at me like I was crazy, and like people were asking if I was okay. I was like, yeah, I just needed to sit for a second. So that was kind of weird, and I like rushed out of Walmart. I ended up paying and then like just ran out of the store, and then I ended up feeling a little bit better. But that kind of made me nervous, and I had been having like a difficult time catching my breath even before I had the cold, because he's just like really high up in my belly, and I was having difficult times like just breathing and making sure I was taking in enough air. So that like mixed with my cold is pretty much like the worst thing ever. So I ended up calling my OBGYN office just to kind of tell them what was going on and if they could give me like any recommendations on things that I can do. And the nurse, I don't know what her deal was, she was like, oh, if you're having problems breathing, you need to go to the emergency room. I'm like, no, I'm not going to the emergency room for shortness of breath. It's not like cardiac related. And she asked if I had felt the baby move that day, and of course I had, because it's not baby related. It's like me just having a cold. And she said, well, I recommend you either go to urgent care or to go see your like general doctor. So I ended up calling my family doctor, and I went in that afternoon. They just wanted to make sure I didn't have, like, I wasn't developing pneumonia or anything in my lungs that would require an antibiotic. So I went into my family doctor's office, and she did like an exam and everything, and just said that I have a cold, which sucks. And she said that having a cold while you're pregnant is actually really not fun, because the estrogen in your body already makes your nasal passages blocked. I don't know if they like just swell or whatever, and then that mixed with a cold just wreaks havoc on your body. And she said when you are pregnant, it actually can make your cold like linger on and like last for a long period of time, and there's not really that much you can do about it. She recommended doing like the Cool Mist vaporizer, and then doing like, you know, gargling with salt water, and she said I could use saline in my nose. And what was interesting is my OB office said that I could take Sudafed for a cold and plain Tylenol, but I ran this past my family doctor, and she said she really would not recommend Sudafed at all. If I was handling everything okay, she recommended me really not taking it, or really taking anything at all. Just letting it kind of run its course, and do things like topically and more naturally. So I haven't taken anything for my cold, so I'm just kind of letting it run its course. But she did give me this entire week off of work. She said that with me like having difficulty breathing, and having this cold, that I really need to rest this week, and kind of let my body recover from everything. Since I am like so far onto my pregnancy, I need to relax and rest, and let my body kind of recover. So I haven't been working this whole week, which is really nice, because I can just relax and kind of rest. And I like do a couple of things around the house, like I'll do the dishes, and then after I do the dishes, I'm just like exhausted and need to lay down. So my body's just like on extra overtime right now, and I'm just trying to rest and relax. So that's what's going on with my cold. what else symptoms pregnancy-wise? He is moving like crazy, and I say this every single time I give like an update on his movements, but he is just super crazy. My belly looks like it's, I don't even know, like there's an alien there, legitimately, and I can definitely tell where he's positioned, and he's still positioned the same way I've been talking about. But I'll feel his elbow, like I'm pretty sure he'll just go like this, and you can like see it go across my stomach. It's so weird, but it's so cool at the same time, and my husband gets totally like freaked out and creeped out by it, which is funny. But I'm enjoying his little movements, but sometimes they can get really painful, and I'm kind of like, ow, it's uncomfortable, because he's poking me with his elbow, but it's still fun. Random symptom of the week is I have started lactating. My friend was in town over this past weekend because I had my baby shower, and she actually drove 3 hours away to come up for my baby shower, and she just had a baby, so she brought her little 2-month-old daughter with her, and they stayed the weekend at my house. That's actually where I caught the cold from. I think I caught it from her. But I think being around her little baby and like holding her baby and like having her baby cry and everything, I think that just like kick-started something in my body. And on Sunday evening, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why do my nipples feel wet? So I checked and they were just like leaking. I'm like, this is interesting. So luckily she had actually brought some breast pads with her that she hadn't been using anymore, so I ended up using that. And that really only lasted like Sunday and Monday, and then it's pretty much stopped. It stopped leaking just randomly. This is probably like way TMI, but like I can make them lactate if I want to. Like this is so weird, but like if I press on it a certain way, I can make like a little bit come out. Weird to talk about, but so I guess that's a good sign. Things are like working in there, and I have milk in my boobs, I guess. But that was the kind of like the weird pregnancy symptom of the week, is that I was leaking milk, and I was kind of creeped out by it and kind of like, alright, this is starting, and just have to get used to all these changes going on in my body. So cravings for this week, I had pretty much the same as last week, just carbs and chocolate. I wanted chocolate chip cookies yesterday, so my husband went out and bought me some, and that was really good. Just carbs, I've been eating a ton of carbs, like for breakfast in the morning, I've been really liking English muffins with peanut butter and like sliced bananas on it, so I'll eat that for like breakfast. And then for lunch, I'll have like a sandwich or something, and then later on in the evening, I'll have cereal. So I feel like I'm eating like a ton of bread and carbs. That's kind of what I want. I'm trying to fit in protein as much as I can, but like meat, just, it hasn't been appealing to me lately. And then I had pasta for dinner today, so I had a ton of carbs. That's kind of just what I'm craving, is carbs, and then sweet things too, just with the chocolate mostly. And I've also had cravings for like gummy candy again, like gummy sour candy, which I haven't had, but I really want. And that's it for cravings, really. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some other random things that happened. I completely forgot in last week's video. I was rushed because I was filming when my friend was here, so I didn't really talk about like everything going on, and I didn't really make a list, so I forgot to talk about some things. But last week, week 32, was over Halloween, and my husband and my husband painted my belly for me, and I'm going to insert some pictures here, but he just painted a pumpkin on my belly for Halloween, which was so much fun, and it was really cute, and we didn't really go anywhere. He kind of just painted it, and I let it kind of hang out on my belly for a little while, and then I hopped in the shower and washed it off. But we just used like child's finger paint. It was like non-toxic, like water soluble, so it came right off in the shower. But that was really, really fun, and I'm glad that we did that to take pictures, and it was just like a fun memory for us. So that was fun. I had my second baby shower over this past weekend, and I will link my video. I did my second baby shower haul, excuse me, so make sure you check that out. And then, as I said in that video, I'm going to be putting up soon, I hope, just a compilation video of all the pictures from my 2 baby showers, so you guys can see those pictures. And we had our first childbirthing class this week. It was on Tuesday night. It's like a first out of 3 classes that we'll go to every Tuesday night for a couple hours. And it was like, I feel like I could have taught the class. I mean, it's pretty general. A lot of it's like hospital related, so like their rules and their policies, So kind of like getting to know, I guess, the hospital and what to expect when you get there and all those kind of things. And then we learned about, you know, the pregnancy and changes in your body, and we started talking about like the different stages of labor. And then I guess next week we're going to watch like the childbirthing videos, which my husband is absolutely thrilled about, and he informed me that he will not be watching them and that he's going to be playing on his phone. I said, whatever, you're such a wuss. And he just yelled gross from downstairs. But I think that's all for this week. I had a lot to talk about. Hopefully my cold kind of goes away soon and I can start to feel normal and I can leave the house and go to work. And having a cold while you're pregnant is seriously the worst thing. I know there's like a lot of different, or a lot worse things I guess you could have while being pregnant, but I highly recommend not catching a cold when you're pregnant because it's not fun because you can't take any medicine for it. But I will go ahead now and show you my belly. Hey guys, so here is week 33 belly from the side and from the front. And I'm definitely starting to feel stretched, even though I feel like I say that every week. It's just getting more and more stretched as he grows and gets bigger. So there it is from the side. And that's my belly. So that's it for week 33, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!